Plus Ultra! Hello my lovelies, I'm Ray and welcome back to Fanfiction Monday. Today, if you have not guessed already, I'm going to be reading a Boku no Hero Academia fanfiction called Bakugo X Reader. So, when I choose my fanfictions, I basically start reading the first chapter, and if it's not cringe enough to the point where I want to fucking die, I'll consider it. Or if it's so cringe to the point where I want to fucking die, I'll pick it. Basically, as long as it's not great. I think I made one exception. And sticking with that, this was also not great. It's not terrible, I don't think. But it's also pretty funny in my opinion. And also I realized I haven't done a Boku no Hero fanfiction yet. So it's time to change that. Because I love that anime a lot. And if anyone says it's trash, I'll fight you. Deku's my precious child. Anyways, let's get... Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that voice right now. Alright, anyways, let us get into it. Plus Ultra! Chapter 1. I was walking down the street, looking ahead with great determination on my way to school. Today would be my first day to attend the renowned school of UA. As I continued walking, I noticed a boy whose hair could only be compared to the sight of a detonating firecracker. Said boy was wearing the same uniform as I, belonging to UA, and looking ahead with a murderous glint in his eye. From my shitty understanding of how physics works, I could tell that Firecracker and I were on a course for collision, but I took this as a challenge. Holding steady to my course, I hissed, "Move your ass, Firecracker." As soon as we were face to face, and as it seemed the boy was not about to back down either, his eyes widened in anger and pure rage. "What the fuck did you say to me, bitch?" he growled out. I stood up straighter and glared at him, not backing down. "I'm going to school, and you're in my way, blondie," I said with my nose in the air. He let out a laugh. "Well, if you're going to UA, then you're going the wrong way, motherfucker. It's this way," he said as he pointed to the way he was going. I scoffed and said, "Nope, I know where I'm going. I've been there before." With that said, I flipped my brown hair over my shoulder and continued walking down the street, swaying my hip. 30 minutes later. Okay, I haven't been there before. That was a lie. But like hell I would take directions from a person who looked like a firecracker. A firecracker that looked like he would enjoy watching the world burn at that. But that's beside the point, as I'm pretty sure I am absolutely fucking lost at the moment. I have been walking down the street I thought the school was on for the last 15 minutes with no sight of it. Sighing, I continued on my way, looping back to where I ran into Firecracker Kid. Blushing, I turned in the direction he pointed and started to make my way in the opposite direction from earlier. Hopefully it was the right way. If you looped around, you would have passed the school. If he was going the opposite of you, unless you guys were going like perpendicular, not were you going perpendicular or opposites? Like there's a difference. Because if you're going opposites, then you would have run into school while looping around, unless you literally just 180'd and walked back the way you came. Which I highly doubt, especially with your fucking pride, Author-chan. Though if you guys are going, like, perpendicular, yeah. I had to physically remind myself what perpendicular meant. I haven't been to school in a while. I forget a lot of things. It's not fun. Then, like, you guys almost only cross paths. And, yeah. Fuck it. I soon came across a gigantic-ass building that gleamed in the sunlight. How the fuck did I miss something like that? Oh well. Making my way inside, I walked to the class I was assigned to, 1A. I walked into the 1A classroom and bowed at my teacher. "Sorry I'm late. My name is, I'm just gonna go with something fucking Japanese. Yuki. I got lost on my way here," I said, blushing. The teacher sighed and said in a monotone, bored voice, "It's fine. My name is Aizawa Shota. Have a seat next to Izuku Midoriya. Raise your hand, Izuku." I nodded and slid into the seat next to the adorable boy with green hair that was raising his hand. I started taking out my things, and that's when I heard the smug voice of that asshole from earlier. "I told you were going the wrong way earlier, dumbass," he said with a smirk on his face. Without missing a beat, I turned around. "Nobody asked for your opinion, Firecracker." There was snickers heard around the room before Aizawa ushered the students along with the lecture. After homeroom was lunch. I tried to go with the flow of students in order to find the lunchroom, but somehow managed to get lost along the way, ending up on the roof. Why is this school so fucking huge? I yelled to the empty sky. The reason you keep getting lost is not the fact that the school is big, but because you're just a moron. Firecracker was back, and with an attitude at that. I'm the moron? You're up here too. Shouldn't you be eating lunch? I said as I stuck my nose up in the air. Didn't you hear Aizawa earlier? I'm in charge of showing you around. I had to follow you up here to make sure your dumbass didn't get lost for the second time today. Also, sorry Author-chan, normally that would be the duty of the class president, aka Ida. So, time to go find an Ida X Reader fanfiction where this exact situation happens. Except it wouldn't, because Ida is super diligent and I love him, low-key. Not as much as Todoroki and Midoriya, but I love him. I glared at him and folded my arms. Well, I am lost. Why didn't you stop me when we left the classroom, dickweed? He smirked and said, I was having too much fun seeing you wander around. Now let's go to the lunchroom and keep up because I'm not slowing down for you. I glared daggers into his back as he started walking away, then reluctantly followed him. We walked down numerous halls and I looked around trying to get a feel for the layout of the school. Then finally, after 10 minutes of walking, we made it to the lunchroom and got in line. How big is this fucking school? Also, I feel for this character way too goddamn much. I too have no sense of directions and gets lost all the time. So, Author-chan, I understand this whole plight, but at the same time, why Kachan? Why not Ida? After I paid for my lunch, I saw the precious boy that Aizawa called Izuku and stood next to him at his table. Hi, I'm, Yuki. I don't really know anyone, but I remember you from class. Is it okay if I sit here? The words had barely escaped my mouth as I felt a rough nudge on my shoulder. You're sitting with me. I'm the one showing you around the school, not Deku. Confused by this, I let out a, who? As I was ushered by Firecracker to a different lunch table. Sitting down, I noticed a few others in my class sitting at the table as well. A redhead with sharp teeth spoke up. Yuki, right? Don't mind Bakugo. You don't have to sit here if you don't wanna. As soon as he smiled at you, you're pretty sure you felt your heart turn to a puddle of goo. He was just so manly, and those teeth. Whew. No, that's not actually that sexy, because that would, no. Shaking my head with a blush painted on my face, I let out some incoherent mumbles about it being fine. She seems pretty shy, the redhead chuckled. This chorused a snort of indignation from Firecracker. Bakugo, was it? As he stated. Yeah, about as shy as an attacking bull. Has the personality of one too. I glared at him. I'm only nice to people who are nice to me, Spikes. Bakugo crossed his arms and yelled, Who the fuck you calling Spikes, bitch? The redhead eyes widened as I snapped back, You asshole! The redhead then chuckled, and I looked at him in surprise and blushed. You're the only one who could stand up for themselves against Bakugo besides me. I'm Kirishima, by the way. As lunch went on, I got to know the others at the table a bit better and managed to keep the arguing between Bakugo and myself at a minimum. After lunch was heroics. As I transferred into UA in the middle of the year, it was safe to say that I was behind in terms of experience to the rest of 1A. But hopefully I would be able to be comparable to their capabilities soon enough. Today was the day of physical training and endurance in the heroics course, and I was determined to give it my all. Dressed in the UA gym clothes that were given to me, as I didn't yet have a hero costume due to my recent transfer, I walked into the gym to a thunderous voice. Alright, let's begin, for I am here! I literally read this fanfiction for that line. I'm not joking. As soon as I saw that, I was like, time to go! My eyes widened when they landed on where the voice came from. My so-so mood went to excitement when I saw the greatest hero of all time, All Might! I quickly ran over to stand with the group and stare in awe at the great hero. His voice echoed across the room as he started his lesson. Alright, so I set up an obstacle course to test your teamwork and endurance as well as test how well you can control your powers around others. He stated the last part while looking at Bakugo. I chuckled at All Might's comment. Now, I'll set you up in teams of 2. Young Midoriya and Ochako, Ida and Shota, Kirishima with Tokoyami, and finally Bakugo with Yuki. We'll start with Bakugo and Yuki. Also, Author-chan, where's the rest of the class? You could have at least put the entire class there because fuck it. Come on, who does Su-chan get paired up with? What about Jiro-chan? What about Minata? I hate him, but I just want to know if he gets paired up with the other bitch. Ow! I stubbed my finger on my desk. Of frustration. Bakugo and I groaned in unison. Why do I have to be paired up with someone as stubborn as him? We both said at the same time. All Might let out a hearty laugh. Now, young Bakugo and young Yuki, it's important to learn teamwork with those around you. Bakugo and I then lined up to begin the obstacle course. As I got in a runner's pose and looked over at Bakugo, don't get in my way, cunt muffin. If you stay out of my fucking way, everything will go smoothly and we'll do great because of me, I said to him with a sneer. His eyes instinctively filled with a murderous rage and he growled out, fuck you, bitch, I'm king of explodo kills. I will carry this fucking team because I'm going to be the best pro hero there ever goddamn was. I rolled my eyes and muttered, more like king of firecrackers. Just then the starting signal blared as Bakugo and I sprinted full speed at the first obstacle of the course, a large wall with a rope that could be used to climb over. Bakugo cleared this easily with the use of his explosions. However, my quirk was less suited for this type of activity. As the obstacles went by, the gap between Bakugo and I continued to grow with All Might shouts of, remember, teamwork! Tired of this and fueled by some sort of inner rage I never knew I had, I urged my muscles faster until I was on Bakugo's heels. Then we reached the last obstacle, a motion-detecting tennis ball launcher that we were supposed to get past without getting hit. As Bakugo tried to calculate his chances of just exploding his way through, I smirked and activated my quirk. Suddenly, mist started to fill the gymnasium with a dense white fog that was too thick to see through. Grabbing Bakugo's hand so he wouldn't succumb to the discombobulating effects of my mist had on people, I rushed over to the finish line for the obstacle course. Bakugo stared at me dumbfounded. What the hell was that? What the actual fuck is your quirk? I grinned widely and placed my hand on my hips. It's a mist that confuses people and can even make them forget or see things, I said proudly. He folds his arm and reluctantly says, not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool fucking power. He then smirks. You should use that on All Might and make him think we did great so he'll give us a good grade. Clicking my tongue at him, I quipped back, you know, that's not very heroic, Miss Firecracker. However, I let a grin take over. I would like to see if my quirk actually works on the symbol of peace, so I'm in. And with that, I used the illusion powers of my quirk in order to show an entirely different version of the obstacle course where Bakugo and I actually worked together as partners, then cleared it. All Might being the first to snap out of his stupor, whatever. All Might being the first to snap out of his stupor, bellowed out, amazing work! I expect everyone else to follow young Bakugo and young Yuki's example. Bakugo and I smiled at each other and high-fived. It worked! Bakugo and I walked back to the group, smiling proudly, and Kirishima walked up to us smirking. I'm surprised you guys didn't murder each other. He then raised an eyebrow mischievously. Did something happen between you guys when I wasn't around? I blushed and pushed him off playfully while yelling out, gross! I would never have feelings for that fucking firecracker. He's definitely not my type. And that's the end of chapter 1. That's all I'm going to be reading for today. Just because that was a fucking long-ass chapter. Holy shit. That was like, I don't know how long it's going to be when I'm done editing this, but it was long. Anyways, yeah, so that was the first chapter of Bakugo X Reader. I will be putting the link in the description as always. There will also be a new Wattpad account that you guys can follow if you want to, and it will have all the stories that I have read before or I find interesting. But yeah, so like in case you want to see what stories I personally read in my own time, or like stories I've read in the past that maybe I didn't put a link to by accident. I don't know. You can check out that Wattpad too. That will also be in the link in the description down below. Either way, yeah, so this wasn't the worst one I found, but I don't know, for some reason, just something about it just caught my eye, and I was like, I have to read it. Like, I just want to. Don't worry, next week is going to be a total shit show. I feel like I should have something that's not terrible in between all the terribleness that's going to happen from now on, because, spoiler alerts, there's a lot of Baldi fanfiction. If you've seen, or played the game, oh my god, what is it called? It's like Baldi's, like, educational something. I don't fucking remember. It's a horror game, and people write fanfiction about it because I don't know why. Fuck it. Okay, anyways, that's it for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos, recommend me stories, whether it's a fan fiction or a fandom. I'm always looking for suggestions. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. And also don't forget to check out this story. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to say myth. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, my lovelies.